Hello everyone, this is the Archfiend. Go Eagles. Now, this is going to be another one of those sports rants, and I know a lot of my fans don't like... the jersey? Oh, it's number 7. You know, Jesus. It's just my lucky football jersey. I don't give a shit about Jesus. But anyways, the Philadelphia Eagles, Kevin Kolb, Michael Vick. I don't even know where to begin with this, people. My God, I should be happy today. The Eagles beat the Jacksonville Jaguars 28-3. It was just a thorough ass whooping. I mean, so much was done right today. It was great. Eagles played the Detroit Lions last week. Won that game too, put up 35 points. I was impressed with that despite the fact that they had a complete and total collapse in the fourth quarter. Thank God they were ahead by as much as they were, else they would have choked. I have a problem with what's going on with the Philadelphia Eagles right now, and that is over, of course, the quarterback controversy here. And I'm not going to talk about anything in Michael Vick's past. We all know how I feel about Michael Vick as a human being, and how a lot of people feel about Michael Vick as a human being, but we're just going to talk with what goes on in the field of the play here, because it's a game after all, and keep the real life with the real life and the game with the game. That's where we're going to take this video here today. Now, Michael Vick was the backup, or is the backup quarterback at the start of the season. The Eagles trade away their franchise quarterback, Donovan McNabb, who has been here for pretty much the entire tenure of Andy Reid in the organization. That is Andy Reid's boy, and he was the guy that, you know, he just basically groomed him to be the quarterback that he is on his team and ran that West Coast style offense. And then Andy just said, you know, I'm going to draft this guy, Kevin Kolb, while you're still on my team, Donovan, and I'm going to waste our first pick in the draft for that. And at the time, a lot of people, like I just said, thought that was a waste. But it was basically Andy thinking ahead, because he felt Donovan's years were numbered here, and sure enough, he ends up getting rid of him last year. They trade him off to Washington, and now Kevin Kolb is the guy. Ever since the beginning of the season this year, Kevin Kolb has been the organization's exact words, he is our guy. Michael Vick is our backup quarterback. Here we are at week number 3. You know who the backup quarterback is on this team? Kevin Kolb. Why? Well, it's because Michael Vick came in and played a game where Kevin Kolb was injured, couldn't play last week against Detroit. That's fine. That's what the backup quarterback is supposed to do. Even after this game ended, Andy Reid would say to the press, Kevin Kolb is our starter against Jacksonville next week. 5 days ago, all of a sudden, there's an about face, and Andy Reid does a very uncharacteristic thing. He goes against his own word and says, we've thought things over. We feel we have a better chance to win with Vick at quarterback. Why the hell would you do that shit, Andy? Now, I know a lot of people out there who are Eagles fans are going to say, well, you know what? It probably wasn't Andy Reid. It was probably Joe Banner and a lot of people higher up in the organization than Andy said, look, you know, Michael Vick is going to make us a lot more money this year at quarterback than, you know, with, you know, the guy that no one's really heard about. You know, Michael Vick has that marquee name, so let's just call this year a wash and put the guy that's more popular in a quarterback. But here's the thing. Michael Vick is playing goddamn good football right now. I wish I could tell you that Michael Vick is being that guy that I saw in Atlanta who's had more passes hit the turf than pretty much anyone else, whose basically only means of scoring was with his feet. I mean, my God, is Michael Vick silencing his critics or what? I mean, he had 2 touchdown passes today, which were the proverbial over 20-yard passes that Michael Vick can't complete. I mean, he's hooking up with Deshaun as good as Donovan ever was. And on top of that, his stats today, he put up just under 300 yards. He had 4 touchdowns. And on top of that, his stats didn't even do his actual gameplay justice, because his receivers came up short in a lot of plays. On talking about short-arming passes that you couldn't reach out for and forgetting that you have to put a second foot inbounds before you step out of bounds. I'm sorry, I can't critique anything that Michael Vick is doing right now because on the game of play here, man, he is lighting shit up. And he's doing a damn good job of it. But here's where I have a problem. Like I said earlier this week, Kevin Kolb was basically still the starting quarterback. Up until Tuesday's press conference, Andy Reid said he wasn't, that we're going to start Vick instead. And I was like, what the hell did you do that shit for? I mean, here's what I envision. And here's basically just what I want. I want to see what Kevin Kolb can do. If we drafted him while the franchise quarterback was here, someone has to have a pretty good hunch that this guy is decent. And Andy Reid made a great choice in Donovan. Donovan was one of the best quarterbacks in the league for years. So I would say, yeah, I want to see what this guy can do. And you know what? Boy, that Week 3 game against Jacksonville, a weak-ass Jacksonville team, a game that you could just throw a quarterback out there, put up great numbers, and give him confidence. But no, that didn't happen. They benched him for the guy that is on the last year of his contract. And get this, there has never been one word in the organization that they are re-signing Vick. You know what there has been a lot of words about? Words that say Kolb is the future of the franchise. And yet we're favoring the guy on the last year of his contract that the organization hasn't given one iota of evidence that they're going to resign him or want to resign him. People, Michael Vick, on his last contract that he signed with the Atlanta Falcons, was the highest paid player in the NFL. What if Michael Vick puts up great numbers like he did today against Jacksonville for the rest of the season? Do you think he's going to be content with what he's making this year for $4 million and say, you know what, I want to quadruple my salary or else I'm getting the hell out of here because frankly, I don't give a shit. I just want to play and get paid. And you know what? If that's what he wants to do, fine. No one should stop him. Because you know what the Eagles franchise would do? They would say, that's great. We like your offer of quadrupling your salary, but why don't you get the hell out of here? Because that's exactly what the Eagles office would do. So, yeah, I don't have much faith that Michael Vick will be back here playing a quarterback. So, I want to just basically take this year as a developmental year and get our franchise quarterback as much ring time as possible. Why are we just basically using this year? And I know a lot of people are like, well, what if they go to the Super Bowl and win? Yeah, what if I shit gold bricks out of my ass? It ain't happening. I'm sorry, people. Anyone that wants to feel the Philadelphia Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl this year, you need to stop sniffing glue and doing whatever the hell else to your brain that is making you go batshit cuckoo. This is a washout year. Eagles may win the division. Luckily, hey, that's great. More the power to them. I hope they just kick Dallas's ass along the way. But man, I wanted to see the future of this franchise, you know, do his thing. And I don't know why so many people in Philadelphia want to see Vick play so bad. I mean, is it just because you want one really entertaining year, a year that you're not going to win the Super Bowl anyway? I mean, isn't the goal to win the Super Bowl? Why not groom the franchise players that are going to definitely, you know, want to be here or that are locked up for a few years? Why not groom them into being the role pieces, the key pieces to the machine here? But no, we're letting, you know, Vick run around, put up some good numbers, which is great. It's entertaining football. I won't deny that. But I want to think beyond just this year, people. I mean, I'm not going to settle for just winning the division again. That's just, you know, I don't care. I really don't care about that. I want to see everyone on that team get a new piece of ringwear. Ringwear. Who calls it ringwear? Anyways. Man. Good game today. I mean, Jesus Christ. Defense showed up. David Gerard has no business being a quarterback on any team. My guess is that I don't know what the hell Jacksonville's going to do at quarterback, but then again, who gives a shit about Jacksonville? That team's got a lot more to worry about than just quarterback. But yeah, the Eagles, and I know you Philadelphia fans out there, I have a lot of Philadelphia fans that are subscribed to my channel as well. What do you think about this? Are you just willing to just, accept one exciting year of football that is not going to end up in a Super Bowl victory? And by God, I hope I have to eat my words about that, but I will bet anyone dollars to donuts that I don't eat my words on that. So Michael Vick proved me wrong. Maybe someone like me talking about him is going to be, one of the many microcosms out there that help motivate him. Because God knows this guy's playing like a motivated quarterback right now. And he does not look like the same guy that played in Atlanta. And I mean, it does not look like him in a good way. His poise in the pocket, his awareness of when the defenders are coming in. He's doing this shit now where he scrambles not just to advance yardage by foot, but to actually scramble to get a better passing opportunity. That's something the old Michael Vick from the Falcons never did. And the guy's exciting to watch, but you know what? I want more than 1 year of exciting football here in Philadelphia. Sorry, Philadelphia fans. I want more than one exciting year, and I don't know where. I seriously doubt Vick will be here. I seriously doubt Vick will be here next year because, number one, the franchise hasn't expressed any interest that they want him here. And number two, are they going to pay him what he wants even if they do want him to stay here? And on top of that, why the hell do we have Kolb here now? Jesus Christ, what a quagmire. Have a great day, everyone. Go Jesus.